Hey there, this is Noah with Dent Ops, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to manage your Dent Ops estimating jobs that are going through our estimating services. So I'm signed into a demo account inside of the Dent Ops app at app.dentops.com. You can access this and do all of this that I'm about to describe on any device, so whether a computer like I'm recording on right now, or a tablet, or a mobile device like a phone. And I'm logged in and under the estimate history section. And I can see that I have a job that is currently in process. So whether you're getting ready to do a job and you're just looking at what comes next, or you have a job and you're trying to figure out what to do now, this video is for you to show you how to manage this job at this point. As you can see, we have some quick stats on this estimate history page, and also below it, we have the actual estimates, and this might be stacked full of estimates if you've been with us for a while, or you do a bunch of estimates with us, or it might just have a couple, or it might not have any right now, but it's going to look something like this, and every row will look similar to this. Now you can scroll left and right, so if you don't have the ability to scroll on a special mouse, I'm using a magic mouse right now, you can click this little slider and you can drag it left and right. That just gives you a little bit more information. You can also click any row in order to open up a little bit more details about it too, if that's easier, and then click the little back arrow in order to back out of that. You can always search, so if you're looking for a particular customer or vehicle or what have you, you can search, you can sort a little bit, you can filter by a few different items, and it's pretty intuitive, pretty straightforward. So let's talk about the different job statuses as Dent Ops is processing your estimate. Every job, when it lands into our queue, is going to start with the job status or request status as in queue. That way you know nobody on our team has touched it yet, but as soon as someone from our team has started to work on the file, it's going to change over to in process. Now we have a bunch of internal processes that we go through which are irrelevant for this video in order for us to write your estimate to the max and to the absolute industry best. But just know that when we're doing that, it's just going to be in the in-process status. Like I mentioned on a previous video, our turnaround is pretty quick, almost always within 12 hours. Usually if you send it to us before 2 or 3 p.m. Eastern time, you're going to have it back the same day. But our absolute guarantee is within 1 business day always, and we've held true to that. So if it's in process, just be aware it's in process. Now as it continues to go through process, and we add more and more information to this file, you'll actually see that this information becomes more in depth. So right now we can even see, even though it's in process, we have a start estimate amount and we even have an end estimate amount. That just indicates if we're starting to plug in information in the regional value, that we're probably getting close to the end of this estimate. Now, something else that you're able to do, whether from that page I was just on or right here, is say we're in the middle of an estimate, Dent Ops is in the middle of processing an estimate, and you realize you forgot to add some information, or you want to add photos, or you want to get some changes made. Maybe you wrote the wrong dent counts on a panel. You can do that. We've got built into here right now where you can click More Actions, and it brings you to a special dedicated page for you to get changes or support for this estimate that's currently in process. So you can either say that you need to make changes to your original estimate, such as adding or changing parts, information, or something else, or you can just say I need other help with this estimate and give us a little bit more details. And then even if you want to add more files, we do things in Google Drive. You can actually click this access/add files here, and it's going to pull up a dedicated Google Drive folder just to this specific file, that if you need to add more files to it, you absolutely can, or you can submit them through that form or email us to support@dentops.com and we can get it added in for you as well. One thing you're going to see throughout this process is this More Actions link. It'll always be there, but it changes what you're able to do as we get further and further through our estimating process. So for example, as we deliver this file back over to you, or we finish the results and we're going to send it back over to you, that link's actually going to change. It's still going to say More Actions, but when you click it, it's going to show up as guarantee mode. So I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to cycle this file through and get it back over, and I'll show you what that looks like. So one more thing right before we get into the guarantee mode or delivery stages is I just wanted to show the request status. Once we're really close to the end of giving this back, we go through multiple stages of QA, but in our final stage of quality review for any given estimate that we're writing, it's going to show up as in review. So if you're ever wondering how close we are to having an estimate back to you, in review is going to tell you we're very close. So just wanted to show that real quick as we're cycling through here. When I come back, I'm going to be showing you the guarantee mode and the delivery process and how that changes. Okay, so now this file has actually been completed by Dent Ops, and this scary looking red pending status, all this means is that it is pending acceptance under guarantee mode. So we can see as we look through here all the information that we need. If I open up this file, this is actually a really good view to review this file. I can see just at a glance our start estimate was here, our end estimate is here, and it looks like it's at 32% of the value. Just so you're aware, we also send you email confirmations and notifications as well. So when you send an estimate to us, you get an email confirmation that we received it and are processing it, aside from it just showing up in this portal. And then when an estimate is finished and ready for you to review, you also get an email confirmation saying, hey, this is finished. Do you want to accept or reject the estimate with some more details, even more details than what's available in this portal at this time? So let's say we actually want to accept this estimate. We can actually click More Actions. Download Estimate's just going to bring you over to the Google Drive folder. It's just a misnomer there. But if I click More Actions, that same More Actions link that we had clicked before, you can see it's changed to a guarantee mode link to accept or reject. So we review it on this first page, click the More Actions link. We can open up the Google Drive folder. No additional files are in there right now. But we have the ability to accept or reject the estimate. We can either click accept, hit submit, and then boom, within the next minute or two, you're going to have that file delivered over to you and you'll see it inside of your portal as well. Or if you hit reject, you could just give us a reason why. Maybe you lost the customer, maybe the estimate was too high, even though we can reduce estimates to keep them from totaling. Maybe it just wasn't right for you. In any case, you have the ability to accept or reject this estimate. If I just refresh this page here, let's say I accept the estimate, I hit submit, then boom, okay, yep. We've accepted it. And then over on this page, if we wait just a few moments, we'll see that status change. You're going to pause it until it changes so you can see what's next and you don't have to sit here waiting. So this file under guarantee mode has now been fully delivered. We reviewed the results, we accepted it under guarantee mode, and now we can see that the request status has changed to complete. So what now? The information hasn't really changed or anything. Well, if we want to review this file, all we have to do is click Access Files, and we can see that there's now a new estimate up there. It's possible if we are providing additional files over to you, you'll see other additional files in here as well. The nice view for this, by the way, is just to click this little squares link so you can see, and I could pull up or download this file and go ahead and review it, all of the specific information that's in the actual estimate. You've got full access to the estimate now. It is yours. You can do whatever you'd like with it. If you want to submit it to the insurance company yourself or have our claims team do it, get changes, so on and so forth. So you've got the estimate. Now you can review the full estimate and any other additional documentation as well. And let's say that you want to do something with it next, which, again, by the way, before I move on, under guarantee mode, if you don't want to use guarantee mode, you don't have to. We just like giving you the option to accept or reject a file, and we don't charge you until you accept it. So if you reject a file, if you don't like the results that we get you, if you feel like we didn't get you enough on there or that it's too much or whatever the reasons, you can always reject it. We won't charge you anything. We only charge you when you accept the file and deliver it back over to you at that point. But let's say you've reviewed the estimate and you want to take more actions. Now this more actions link has changed. It was the in-process support request, then it was guarantee mode, and now it's get changes and support for an estimate that we've completed and delivered over to you. If you like the estimate and you're ready for us to just go ahead and submit it, all you need to do is click this top option. You need Dent Ops or claim due to submit this estimate to insurance. You can add some notes if you want to, hit submit, and then boom, our claims team is on it. We're going to be submitting that over to the insurance company, doing the administration, negotiation, whatever it is according to the settings in your account that you've requested for us to do. Or let's say that you want us to make changes to your estimate. You can choose the make changes, and that might be adding parts or changing parts, labor, or other operations. Maybe it's information, adding the customer owner's name or the claim number to the estimate or something else. You can give just general. We can help you to avoid the vehicle from totaling. Some shops don't like total losses. Some shops want to fix every car, even if that means reducing their estimate. In those cases, we give you some easy steps to follow to help verify that the vehicle, what number we need to be at to make sure the vehicle doesn't total, and we can adjust our estimate from there. And if you need us to do that, you can just set a dollar amount or a percentage of value, and that's what will reduce the estimate down to within the realm of possibility as able to. And then there are also some add-ons that we can help with on this estimate. Let me just refresh this page because it gets kind of funny when you start to click a bunch of things. If you want an AWF copy to import the estimate into another CCC account, or you want the all data or OEM procedures for conventional panels, we can provide those. Or even if you want to convert conventional panels into PDR, we can do specific panels if you want to, like let's say the hood and the roof are a replacement. We can apply discounts if you want to. One strategy some shops use is they'll take the replacement cost maybe minus a 5% discount. So we can say let's add a 5% discount on each of these panels, add some other notes, hit submit. That goes straight over to our estimating team. Our support and change request process is very quick. We have people dedicated to just change and support requests to get these things through and back over to you for review very quickly. But let's say that this estimate's actually good to go. Maybe we've got changes made, or you just like how it is right now, and it's ready to submit to the insurance company, and you want us to submit it. You want the Dent Ops claims team to submit it to the insurance company and do the administration and whatnot. All you need to do is click this top option, add some notes if you want to, hit submit, and you're good to go. That's going straight over to our claims team. It's landing in our claims submission queue. If we pop back over here, if we were to give this just a few moments, the request status will actually change, and we'd see that show up in our claim history section. Not just yet. It takes just a couple minutes for it to propagate through the whole system. Our back end's talking to our front end, and so on and so forth. I'm going to pause this just so you see what the request status looks like once it actually lands over in the claims, our claims department from here. So this has landed in our claims department. Took just a couple of minutes, and we can see that the request status has actually changed to submitted. So this is a very quick and easy way for you to see if a claim has already been pushed over to the claims department and if the Dent Ops claims team is already handling the submission or not. Just at a glance inside of the estimate history, kind of linking things between estimate history and claim history. And then we can actually see over here in the claim history that we have a new file that's been created. It's the same customer, same file, all that, where we could see the request status, the claim info status, which is, I'm not going to get into all this in this video, but basically you can do very, very similar to the estimate history. Just track the general status of this claim. We'll tell you how many follow-ups we've done, claim link, summary when it's finished, more actions if you have questions or need support on this particular claim request. Looks and it functions very, very, very similarly to our estimate support requests, which we just want to create consistency throughout the process. You can click it to open up and get some more information as well. Yeah, pretty straightforward. So that is a just very high level general overview. This is how Dent Ops works. This is how we process files, how we have feedback loops built into the process so that you can get changes or additional support, how you can review estimates, accept estimates if you want to under guarantee mode, then review the results and then have push it to our claims team to actually finalize. We're continuously making updates. I hope this video was helpful just in showing you how to manage your Dent Ops services, your estimates and claims. Again, we don't need to go in depth on the claims. It works very, very similarly to the estimating in terms of support requests and how we process it and the statuses and how those status updates change over time. But with that being said, we will see you in the next video.